Okay, these sample problems, 9, 10, and 11, are with constant acceleration, either in free fall, projectiles, or rolling down a ramp. So remember, we have two equations that we'll be using for this. We're going to be using x equals, which could also be delta x, right? 1/2 a or g t squared. And then we'll also be using the one that says x is equal to 1/2 delta v or v times t. If we're doing it as a triangle, then it would be like this, and we would have x is equal to 1/2 a t squared, and over here this triangle would be x equals 1/2 vt squared. Remembering that technically it's a delta v, all right? But most of the time we start at rest, so we can just call it v. Just be aware that it has to start at 0 to make that work. So let's read the problem. A projectile rolls off a table and takes 2.5 seconds, that's going to be t, to hit the ground. How tall is going to be x, right? Because it's rolling off the table, and I want to figure out this. So I know that's kind of y because it's in the y direction. So I guess we could say that this is y equals 1/2 gt squared, and modify it that way so we know we're in the y direction and don't confuse it with our x direction, which is how far away it goes. So in my given, so I'm going to call this y instead of x. I'm going to call it y, just because we know we're going vertically. But you can see it's the same exact equation, right? So in my given, I'm going to have t equals 2.5 seconds. And of course, I know a is equal to g because it's free fall, right? As it falls down, is going to be equal to 10 meters per second squared. Technically negative, but because we're going down, we're just going to leave it as 10 meters per second squared because we know it pulls it down. For our unknown and our guess, we're trying to figure out how tall it is. So y, technically delta y, but again, it's the displacement. So the equation, if I'm going to use it as an equation, it's going to be y equals 1/2 gt squared. If I'm using my triangle, right, I come over here, and remember my x or my y, so this one I can cross off. Oh, nope, that is not the one I want. I want the one over here, right, because that has a v in it, and I didn't have a v. So I need this one over here. So this is the y, where remember it can be y or x is equal to 1/2 at squared, but my a is g. So that still gives me 1/2 gt squared either way that I do it. So we still would end up with y equals 1/2 gt squared. And then as I'm solving it, I'm plugging in my numbers. Y is equal to 1/2 times 10 meters per second squared. Oh, I forgot the squared there, right? 1/2 10 meters per second squared times 2 times 2.5 seconds squared. So then we're going to plug that into our calculator, and we have 5, right? We're going to have 5 times 2.5 squared, so that's equal to 31.25. And the question is, what are the units? So the units, we're going to look at what cancels. And we see that second squared cancels with second squared, so that leaves us with meters, which is good. So we end up with 31.25 meters. Okay, so let's try problem number 10. A ball rolls down a ramp. So here's my ramp. Here's my ball, and it's going to roll down the ramp. It starts at 0 and it ends at 3 meters per second. So that's my velocity, which is the same as my delta v since it started at rest. So my velocity at the end is 3 meters per second, and the distance it goes down the ramp is x, right, which is 0.9 meters. So this is x right here. And we're trying to figure out how long. Now, here's the thing. We have two equations that we could use, right? So we could say that we could use the equation that V average is equal to x over t, or we could use the equation x equals 1/2 VT. Well, how do I decide which one to use? Well, the key is that this one is average, and it was not going a constant 3 meters per second the whole time. Remember, it started at 0 and it went to 3. So this is my delta V, it's my VF. So in this one, this is instantaneous. So that 3 meters per second goes here. It is not, it is not my V average, okay? So that means this equation wins, so we're either going to do it that way or we'll do it with the triangle. So whenever you're accelerating, going downwards, or you're going faster, you're not going to constant speed, you have to use this one as opposed to this one, because that's for this one up here is V average. We're not going to use that one. So this one, if we're writing the triangle, is x here, 1/2 V there, and t. All right, so let's get started. So in my given, I've got x is equal to 0.9 meters, and my v, which is really my VF, which is really my delta V, is equal to 3 meters per second. And I'm trying to find how long it takes to get down. This is my unknown. I told you guys I'd mess that up. My unknown is t is equal to question mark. So the equation we just decided was x equals 1/2 VT, or triangle. It would be x 1/2 VT. So then we're going to solve. So again, we're using this one because it's accelerating down the ramp. I want to emphasize that it's accelerating down the ramp. Okay, so let's solve using algebra, the left side, and then we'll do the triangle method on the right side. So I need to solve for t. So to solve by t, I have to divide both sides by 1/2 of v. Divide by 1/2 of v. So that would get rid of 1/2 v. So then I'm left with t is equal to, so I could write this as x over 1/2 v, but can you see how I can bring that to the top? So that's 2x over v. All right. If I'm doing the triangle one, I cover up my t, and so I can see that it's x over 1/2 v, which is basically the same thing. But we'll leave it that way just so you can see it. So my equation, therefore, would be t equals x over 1/2 v. I'll show you those two are exactly the same, though, right? So when we plug it in, smooth this up. When we plug this in, we end up with t is equal to 2x, 0.9. So 2 times 0.9 meters divided by 3 meters per second. So what does that come out to be? So at the top would be 1.8, right? And then we divide it by 3, and we get 0.6. So 0.6. And then we double check our units. So meters cancels off the meters. Seconds comes to the top. So 0.6 seconds, which makes sense. If we look on the other side, just to see how it compares, remember you don't have to do both, it's equal to x, which was 0.9 meters, over 1/2 of 3 meters per second. So that would be 0.9 divided by 1.5, which go figure is equal to 0.6. And again, the units cancel and the seconds comes to the top. So either way, you end up with seconds. Great. Let's try one more. It was moving at 3 meters. The time was 0.6 seconds. It says, what was the acceleration of the ball above as it rolled down the ramp? So remember, we're rolling down the ramp. Again, I want to emphasize because we're rolling. We did that one on the ramp. So it's rolling down the ramp, so we have acceleration. So I'm trying to figure out what the acceleration is. I know it was, oh, I don't remember. Let's look. Second at the bottom. All right, it started at 0. All right, it's 3 meters per second, and it started at 0. And we know the time. I don't remember the time. You guys remember the time? How I forgot that, I don't know. So we knew it took 0.6 seconds to get to the bottom, right? And we know that it's going at 3 meters per second when it gets to the bottom. So let's see what we can do, because there's not much to, right? There's not much to label in this, right? There's no numbers there. So in my given, we have my delta V, or my V, is equal to 3 meters per second. And I know my T is equal to 0.6 seconds. And my unknown is my acceleration. And equation. Oh, but now I need an equation with A in it, right? So I got to look at my equation sheet, look up my equations, and I got to find one that has A, V, and T. And lo and behold, I see it. I believe it's equation 2. So it's A is equal to delta V over T, or in triangle form, it would be A equals delta V over T. All right? So for this one, if I'm doing the triangle, I could cover up the A, and I can see it's just going to be delta V over T. This one's already solved, so it looks just like it's supposed to. So I would have A is equal to delta V over T here, or A is equal to, oh, look, they're exactly the same, right? And so now when I plug it in, I would end up with 3 meters per second over 0.6 seconds. So 3 divided by 0.6 is 5. We check our units, and we see that it's meters per second, which of course we know is meters per second squared. Don't think to cancel them, right? This don't cancel. It's just meters per second, which is 5 meters per second squared. Technically, that is a positive. If you want to call this going down the ramp as the positive direction, remember how we've defined positive and negative? So it would be positive acceleration and positive velocity as it's going down the ramp. So it would be 5 meters per second squared. The second question asks, does the acceleration change? Remember with the ramp, as long as the incline stays the same, then the acceleration does not change. So the answer to does the acceleration change? The answer is no, it does not change. That's it.